Salut à tous, on se retrouve pour une nouvelle vidéo, on se retrouve sur Brawl Stars, oui. On va réagir à le Brawl Talk de Brawl Stars, oui. Le Brawl Talk qui est arrivé. C'était hier, on était le 21. Oui, alors je vais faire la vidéo. Alors c'est parti, on va réagir. Alors on va aller là et on va réagir à le Brawl Talk. Alors est-ce que j'ai bien mis les sous-titres activés? Oui, tout est bien. Donc c'est parti, on va réagir. Allez. C'est parti, on va réagir au Brawl Talk et donc c'est parti, on réagit.
In this Brawl Talk, you will see Sirius, the 100th brawler.
Sirius. Ouais. C'est le 100ème brawler. Ah, il y a ça. Ouais. Là, il y a marqué là, il y a les sous-titres, là. Comme ça, tu peux lire. Parce que c'est en anglais, tu comprends pas.
Look at him. So innocent and powerless. He has no idea that I want to take over Brawl Talk and make the whole world watch me.
Sirius is our 100th brawler. So you know, we had to do something special. Not only is he ultra legendary with a unique play where he can control shadows of other brawlers, he's our first ever villain.
Sirius's backstory is as mysterious as his powers. Rumors say he owned the first ever attraction in Star Park, but he was losing attention once brawling started becoming more popular than his shadow tricks.
Voilà, il a l'air fort, hein.
He's back for revenge.
Sirius' main attack fires 2 projectiles at the same time. A shadow strike, which fires in a straight line, and a star bomb, which can be manually aimed and deals area damage. Sirius will collect a brawler shadow after a certain number of hits. What are brawler shadows?
Sirius steals the essence of brawlers.
Ah, c'est là qu'il y a Sirius.
Shadows to his will.
Ouais.
His super summons up to 3 brawler shadows, which share similar characteristics to their brawler counterpart, like attacks and health. A Frank shadow will have more health than a Leon shadow, for example.
Shadows will attack enemies and by default will follow Sirius around. But here's the really cool part. Sirius can actually control the shadows. By aiming his super, he can give them orders like guarding attacking certain enemies.
Is this the start of a Brawl Stars RTS? Sirius is also launching with his hypercharge, which summons stronger versions of his shadow.
And just like Sirius' chaotic nature, we are doing something different for his release event. More information on that closer to his release.
We're heading back to Pyramid Quest with this next brawler. Kimx is getting a buddy. Or is it
Nasia is a mythic damage dealer who uses her
tricks
to wreak havoc and poison the enemy. Originally hired by Kimx to help make the puzzles in Pyramid Quest harder, her good nature led her to help free those trapped by Kimx's time-warping mischief instead.
With her main attack, Naja holds a jar containing a deadly snake. While the jar is in flight, the snake can be released in any direction. This is extremely useful for hitting enemies behind walls or tricky spots, as well as giving her extremely long range. The jar deals damage while the snake poisons its target. Snake poison can also stack, dealing increased damage over time.
Naja's super, Danger Noodle, unleashes 3 of her paper snakes, which litter a set distance and poison any enemies in an area. Her super can also be aimed, which throws the 3 snakes in a jar to a target location. Naja's Brawler's release event is on this date.
We are getting improvements to buffies and more buffies! First up, we've got the new buffies for the Retropolis and Rumble Jungle trios. Crow's Instadot now deals all the remaining poison damage to the poison target and converts it into a shield. With a buffy, it refreshes the poison damage. Crow's Poison Dagger now throws a kunai that damages, slows, and poisons the first enemy hit. With a buffy, the kunai also bounces to a close target, causing the same effect. Extra Toxic with a buffy now makes Crow deal more damage for each enemy poisoned. Carrying Crow with a buffy makes his poison last slightly longer. Crow's Hyper Buffy makes his main attack pierce and return to him while hypercharged.
Bibi's Vitamin Booster with a buffy charges her home run bar and life
les buffies, le frit est pas mal.
A sticky gum at an area that slows enemies. With the buffy, the slow effect gets stronger the longer the gun stays on the ground. Bibi's home run buffy gives extra damage on the home run attack, and batting stance with the buffy gives Bibi a shield when she hits an enemy with her super. Bibi's hyper buffy makes her attack faster.
Bull's T-Bone Injector now throws a projectile at the target brawler that deals damage and heals Bull on impact. With Buffy, it also marks the opponent for 5 seconds, gaining life steal against it. Bull Stomper now stomps around him, slowing enemies nearby. If enemies are already slowed, it stuns instead. With Buffy, it also grants movement speed. Bull's Berserker with Buffy instantly charges his super if he takes down a brawler during during the star power effect. As for Tough Guy with Buffy, if you take a brawler down during this state, Bull becomes invulnerable for a short period of time. With his Hyper Buffy, his attacks pierce enemies, but deal less damage to enemies further away.
Nita's Bear Paws with the Buffy will cause Bruce to
Oh,
gain more
elle est
damage
pas
for a
mal.
limited time. Fall Fur with the Buffy will make Bruce invulnerable for a very short time. Nita's Buffy Bear with me can now overheal herself or Bruce. And Hyper Bear with the Buffy will give
Voilà, ils vont
Nita
être forts,
boosted
hein.
reload speed when summoning Bruce. With her Hyper Buffy, she fires a longer, faster, and wider attack.
Leon's clone projector now deals minor damage.
Oh,
And
beau
with the
fils
Buffy,
Léon.
Leon can reactivate the gadget to swap positions with his clone. Lollipop Drop can now be thrown, and with a Buffy, Leon and his allies get boosted movement speed in the area. Leon's smoke trails with the Buffy deal more damage on the first attack while Leon is invisible. And Invisiheal with the Buffy makes the super last slightly longer. His Hyper Buffy makes his attacks do full damage regardless of the distance he is from the enemy.
Both Super Totem can now be thrown. With Buffy, the Totem gains more range. As for Tripwire, Bo now fires arrows to trigger...
Ah, c'est là qu'il envoie plus. Il envoie 3.
With the Buffy, it increases the range of the mine.
Oh là, mais il a la puissance,
With the
ça.
Buffy makes Bo no longer visible when attacking from a bush. As for Snare Bear with
Attends.
the Buffy, it makes the placement of the mines faster. Bo's Hyper Buffy
What?
shoots
Il a-
an extra arrow and
c'est là que le
all
Bo,
of
là,
them
il envoie
have a
3
bigger
flèches.
explosion radius.
And as you remember, if any of these
Oui,
brawlers
ça, on a
had a
compris.
mythic gear, it will be removed and its value refunded back to you. As for Buffy improvements, this new batch of Buffies will come in a new claw machine. Each claw machine will come with the first pull for free. A random Buffy will be available in Mega Quests every month, and there'll be more ways to get coins and power points in our new Rush events. More about this later in the video.
The new trophy system has no reset.
It's time to flex your Brawler prestige.
And show off your skill with new brawler title.
Your path to prestige starts now! Or actually, in the next update.
Attends, quoi?
There's a lot of new stuff and changes, so hang
Attends.
tight.
So now, from 0 to 1,000 trophies,
Ah, il y a des
you will
récompenses
get
que vous
brawler
pouvez
cosmetic
obtenir.
items. At 250
Ouais.
trophies, you will get a player icon and a spray. At 500, you will get 3 pins. At
500.
750, you will get a 29 gem skin. And when you reach 1,000 trophies, you will get a gold brawler title. You will notice that some of these rewards are from records, and this means we are removing these cosmetics from records and making them more accessible for more players. So playing a new brawler or your favorite ones should feel more rewarding in general. You are also getting more trophies per win, and win streaks go up to plus 10 trophies, so pushing trophies should be faster.
But hold on, we know that skillful players want to flex their skills and achievements that nobody else can reach. So let's talk prestige. Once you get to 1,000 trophies, you unlock Prestige 1, and it will change the brawler item
Oh.
to the edgy neon one. Also,
Attends, il y a
your
les
1,000 trophies are now
prestiges.
saved, and you will never be able to lose them, as after Prestige 1, you will start getting prestige trophies, and they will also count towards Trophy Road. Once you hit 1,000 prestige
Oh.
trophies, you get a prestige
Ah, ce trophée.
In Prestige 2, you get your brawler rank change and a unique player icon. At this point, you have proven you are really good with this brawler, so this icon will be quite rare to get. And that's a cool achievement and such, but nothing like Prestige 3. For OG players, Prestige 3 would be the equivalent of the rank 35 we had years ago. There's no more win streak bonus, no underdog, and matchmaking would try to be as accurate as possible. So if you get to Prestige 3, you are probably one of the best players with that brawler, and you'll be rewarded with a new brawler title in Neon.
This is going to be a new permanent system in the game, so it might seem grindy, but remember that trophies do not reset anymore.
After prestiging one brawler, you will also get a new prestige battle card, and a cooler one if you prestige 25 different brawlers, and a shinier one after you prestige 50. You and everyone else will be able to see all the brawlers you have prestige in your brawler profile.
As for leaderboards, it will be measured by your total trophies plus total prestige
Yeah.
trophies and your total number of prestiges. The previous prestige system will be retired and moved as a legacy stat in your player profile.
And lastly, we are also changing how matchmaking works. The trophy system will use a hidden MMR. This system is mainly based on your skill and not on your trophies. This means that the further you push, the more skillful your opponents will be. But it doesn't necessarily mean they would have the same number of trophies as you.
This new system will be coming to the game in the next update, which means the current trophy season is going to be shorter, but everyone will get an ultra trophy box as compensation for that. And if you can grind enough season trophies this season, you can get another one.
This is also the last time your trophies will be reset. The trophy season boxes will be removed from
Ah,
the system
supprimé
and now
ça.
will be given as
D'accord.
community events.
Ça va être
Of course,
supprimé.
there are a lot
Les
of
trophées de
changes
boîte
on
supprimés.
trophies, so we might be tweaking and improving
D'accord.
the system in
Oui,
upcoming
il supprime.
updates.
Hmm.
Game Brawler time!
Rush events are the new way to get more coins, power points, chaos drops, and even bonus trophies. You just have to press and hold this massive button on the game.
Ah, ça c'est bien ça. Ah, c'est que tu cliques et tu peux avoir des trophées un peu. Ah, ça c'est bien.
Be sure to activate only when you have enough time to play.
And only a suggestion, but you might want to be playing with your friends or in a team to increase your chances of winning.
Our yearly tradition of bringing back the Sands of Time skin. We got Sunstalker Lily, Sandwalker Lily, and Night Sands Lily as one of the Brawl Pass skin sets, and Sultan Cordelius, Heated Sultan Cordelius, and Cool Sultan Cordelius as the other skin set option. And a reminder that you can get both skin sets with the Brawl Pass Plus.
Also in Sands of Time, we have Bodyguard BB that swapped her bat for a massive blade. From a sentient video game to a
mais il est incroyable le skin.
jar 8-bit. Dynasty Doug, the chillest ruler in the dynasty. And lastly, Magic Lamp Larry and Laurie, where Laurie becomes an evil genie and Larry gets weird when you rub it.
Now, for the RPG fans out there, we have the Dragons and Fairies skin. Fairy Bonnie and her other two chroma variations are one of the Brawl Pass skin sets if you want something more cute. If you want something edgier, then Dragon Grief and his other chromas might be more your style.
On the fairy side, we still have Fairy Mina, which gives her some nice celestial vibes. And Fairy Frank, which looks like the most majestic creature that has ever stepped on Star Park.
As for the dragon side, Dragon Macy has her arm in the shape of a dragon and connected to her heart, and Dragon Ground has all the elements for an edgy skin. Dragon wings, edgy purple mask, and a metal armor.
On the topic of dragons, Crow is getting the next Pro Pass skin. It starts like a friendly dragon version of Crow, but then it goes all the way up to an ultimate boss dragon form. It also has two chroma variations, Dragon Forge Crow and Ghost Dragon Crow.
Well, just stop it, man. Just stop.
And random skin time with Royal Trunk, which is inspired by the Clash Royale of Bird Glow, which is the inverted version of Clover, Inflatable Melody, which is for April Fool's audience, and Bruce Newton.
We have new game modes, modifiers, and more, starting with Loaded Showdown. Showdown boxes are now replaced with mystery boxes, and they will contain different kinds of power-ups, including
new special items that can be thrown or equipped, like bowling balls, bombs, and a bumper car is the first
mais attends. Ah, il y a une voiture.
New boss fights with different
Mais c'est
mechanics
quoi?
and special dungeon maps. We have two new game modifiers based on brawler powers. We have the Finks effects in some matches that will stop projectiles for a short time, and moving sandstorms, just like Sandy.
Treasure Hunt is getting some improvements and coming back to the game, and Samurai Smash is getting a new wrapping around Sirius. Now you have to defeat Brawler Shadows in a team versus team match. Whoever defeats more shadows wins.
Also, this is coming.
Different VFX for shields. White shield when you respawn, yellow shield for damage reduction, and purple shield for when you get extra temporary health.
Pierce got a hypercharge. He fires two waves of projectiles, with the second wave dealing 50% less
Pierce a
damage.
un
He also
gadget.
pierces brawlers. And you need a friend because Globo also has a hypercharge. Now he causes fear
super
regardless of
sage.
the direction he's facing, and it affects everyone around him. Feared targets also take more damage from all sources. Hey everyone, this is going to be my last Brawl Talk.
Yeah.
Ah.
We were Brawl Brothers.
Forget about it, cuz.
Ouais, n'hésitez pas à liker et puis s'abonner. Hein. Ouais. Là, il montre les souvenirs. Parce qu'en fait, il quitte le Brawl Talk. Eh oui. Mais il va continuer à faire des trucs. À des projets.
We will always be family, even though we have our separate roads to follow. Get it? Because we're driving cars on a road. That's called a metaphor. It helps the audience understand the story in an artsy way.
I'm not leaving the Brawl Stars team, but I'm moving to a new role. I've been writing stuff for Brawl for a while now, and I'm making it my full-time job. Remember, you can never leave Star Park.
Now claim this freebie. Move!
D'accord, ça coupe là. Alors, non, on va couper le son, désolé. Alors, on va faire le récapitulatif de tout ce qui s'est passé du Brawl Talk. Alors, on va d'abord montrer... Ouais, les Buffy, on s'en fout, c'est pas ça, on va montrer... Attends, c'est où? Attendez, que j'arrive pas à trouver, là. Attendez, c'est où, là? Non. Là, c'est lui, Sirius, ce skin. Le 100ème brawler, oui. Alors, il y a lui, mais... Attendez. Attendez, c'est où le récap... C'est où? Attendez. Attends, on va... Ah, mais... Ah, c'est ce skin qu'on peut avoir dans les boîtes. On peut avoir ce skin. Là, il faut faire encore que ça, et puis tu débloques gratuit ce skin. Ou tu payes, comme un pigeon. D'accord. Attendez, c'est où? Attendez, c'est où, là? Mais... Attendez. Attendez, j'arrive pas à trouver. Je comprends pas, là. Attendez. Là, il y a le brawler, attendez. Là, ici, c'est là. Oui. Là. Et ben ça sera gratuit, ça. C'est sûr. Oui, c'est avec ce skin, ils vont l'offrir gratuit. Alors, dis-moi en commentaire si c'est vrai. C'est vrai qu'il faut avoir tous les brawlers ici, et incompléter tous les brawlers pour avoir ce skin. C'est ce qu'ils disent. Ce serait exceptionnel. S'ils l'offrent gratuit. Est-ce que c'est vrai ou pas? C'est sûr. Oui, c'est ce que Kiyomi m'ont dit, hein, dans le Brawl Talk. Oui, c'est vrai que c'est gratuit, ça. Ça, c'est sûr. Parce que là, il faut avoir tous les brawlers, tu fais les quêtes une par une, et après tu débloques ce skin. Il faut faire 59 points pour avoir ce skin. Le 100ème brawler. Ce serait énorme. Voilà, après t'as les skins que t'as vu, les Buffy, t'as vu. Ici, c'est là que là t'as les récompenses, tu peux avoir les récompenses gratuites. Là, c'est plus facile, là. Là, tu peux avoir ça. Là, tu t'as ça. Là, les récompenses gratuites, là, oui. Et après, il y a les trucs qui va changer, c'est ça. C'est ça que tu vas avoir. Les trucs comme ça qui brillent. Et il faut être 100. Il faut faire 100 comme ça, Han. Oui. Il faut être 100 le ça. Tu débloques non. Oui, tu vas avoir ça qui brille, là. C'est énorme. Il faut faire les trophées pour débloquer ça, hein. Oh. Il faut être 50. Tout ça, tu peux avoir tout ça, là. Oh. Il faut jouer beaucoup, hein. Après, t'as ça comme nouveauté, tu cliques dessus, tu peux débloquer ça. Voilà, tous les skins qu'il y aura. Voilà. Oui, pour dire que si tu as aimé la vidéo, ce que tu fais, tu mets un pouce. Oui, tu mets un pouce pour cette vidéo. Un pouce. t'as intérêt à mettre un pouce, regarde cette vidéo jusqu'au bout, tu cliques, tu regardes jusqu'au bout de cette vidéo, tu cliques, tu t'abonnes, et n'hésite pas à mettre des pouces. Oui, à mettre des pouces, et dis-moi en commentaire si tu as aimé le Brawl Talk. Et on se revoit, bye!